Oh, we are alive because guess what I did? I watched Superhero again.
You hit the little red button. You hit the little
I
red
did.
button.
Yes, I did.
Ugh.
What's gonna happen? I swear. Dragon Ball Super is turning into Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Am I
Ooh.
wrong?
I thought that's what people wanted.
Exactly. But I don't want to hear the bitching about it.
Why are you so mad about what's its face Frieza?
Because how in the fuck did you hit a Gogeta Blue Ultra Instinct level?
And
Them,
that's a sin. How?
it's a fucking sin because he. Okay, I'm finally siding with you on this. The motherfucker had a plot device.
Oh, well, the hyperbolic time chamber, of course. It's
No,
time travel.
no. He found. You know how the one on Earth gives you a year of training in one day?
Yeah.
His was 10 years of training in one day.
Oh, well then that's glorious. Give it to somebody and he'll give it to Goku and them and they'll abuse it because they're stupid.
I don't want to imagine if Goku and Vegeta found a 10-year time chamber. I mean,
Come on. I mean, you so want to see what would happen if they. I mean, Vegeta already tempted himself once by saying that Piccolo told him, no, you can't spend longer than 48 hours in there or you're stuck there permanently in that
well, no,
pocket dimension.
the time chamber has been upgraded.
Well, originally,
Yeah, no,
the
you're right.
original time chamber actually had a limiter on it.
Now
Remember?
in Super there is no fucking limiter. It's just I
Now,
understand God key users now have to use it.
why does a God Key user have to use that shit?
Well, because think about it. What if Goku and Vegeta are on Earth and they just decide to chill on Earth for a little bit when they're not with Whis and Beerus? Even though, yeah, they're with them. What if Gohan, after this experience in Superhero, wants to use it? He's like, okay, because think about it. It's a quick way for him to beef up for a fighting.
It's a we all know time travel's always been a bit of a cheap thing, and Toriyama can't write. Oh, well, never mind.
He can't write a consistent time travel.
Time travel's stupid. If you can't follow your own damn rules, I mean, come on. Death is pointless in Dragon Ball. Now it's just gonna be, I'm stronger and he's stronger. I'm stronger, he's stronger. Zip, 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 zip. Because there's no threat of death.
The only way I could see the threat of death is if we get into because if you got another timeline, and this is a spoiler, Dragon Ball Superhero movie, the new one, is 1 year before the final episode of Z.
So it's the furthest so long as we know in the canonical timeline.
It's
Or
after.
let me phrase that. Wait, it's like Zelda. There's so many damn
No,
timelines.
this is canonically after all of the. I guess the manga now is gonna fill out what leads up to this point because this movie confirmed to take place after all the arcs. So this is the closest thing we got to Z, and Gohan now has a fucking. Basically, I'm trying to understand what that form is. Motherfucker he's a Super Saiyan, but is that Ultimate mixed in there somewhere?
Hey, it's straight from that manga everyone loved, but apparently now people don't love. That I had to go dig up an old app for me to read manga zoo, and I
What's
was
his
like, okay, let
name?
me see.
Fucking when you
Oh, what
look.
was it? What was the manga where Goku took cells? I mean, Gohan took cells seriously and iced him real quick instead of just messing around.
It was a fan manga. It was a fan manga, but it was so well. It fit like it could fit.
It fit like a glove.
Now the shit is they say Cell. There's a little thing that they've been saying, and I'm seeing people misinterpret it. Cell Max wasn't in his perfect form, so they didn't let him get that far. They were smart. They were like, "Nah, we gotta cock it quick." He
Hey,
wasn't.
it looks like they got rid of they cut the thank you leakers because now the simple fact is now we didn't get to
I don't
see
want to talk about
the
that.
Raditz thing that people theorized.
Now the funny thing is, What I like about it though is Cell, if he was complete again in this new form, which is supposed to be beyond everybody, he could fight Beerus potentially.
Ash the Man, is Ultimate a manga, or is that the? Are you referring to Gohan Ultimate Gohan?
Well, the only thing they did say is that it just takes place. The manga and the anime haven't caught up to the ending of Z yet, and this is the closest one since it's 1 year before the tournament. So we know it takes place at the it's literally the second to the last.
Does the Shadow Soul Reaper speak, or do I need to find the airlock?
Give him 5 minutes.
Then why'd you start live? I mean,
don't worry.
I have a red button.
I will smack you. I will smack you with this. Let me pull this out of the drawer real quick to turn the camera on. Where's this shit? Where's this fucking button?
I mean, come on. We had Nazi Biden
with this.
Well, sure. We had Nazi Biden on a podium like this. That was a hilarious meme image I sent you. You thought I was joking until I sent you that image.
Can you give me one of Black Frieza doing it?
I want to see that. Yes. Give me the same podium with Black Frieza. You know what I mean? Just channeling out.
And this is also the thing is with Cell Max is they're making it seem like, okay, probably one at a time. If Cell Max was complete full, one person one at a time, he could possibly beat them. They're not going to take any chances. If Cell Max was complete, and let's say Goku with Ultra Instinct was out, Ultra Ego was out, Beast Gohan was out, Orange Piccolo was out, and Broly at full fucking power, I doubt Cell Max is going to be able to smoke with all of them simultaneously. One at a time, maybe two at a time. But all five of them, kiss my ass, whoever thinks that Cell Max is that fucking...
Can I just say that the movie was funny? Was that basically Piccolo told Gohan, get your ass better still be training like your daughter at the end of it. Make fun of him.
I mean, that's what Akira Toriyama said, where it fit in the timeline, and even the writer of the manga said it fit there, because they do little parts in the manga that kind of acknowledge the movies now. You don't see the movies full like pages or anything, but there was a panel in the manga where it briefly explained, oh, Goku and Vegeta recently fought this, and then you see a panel just them charging Broly, and then that's it. They skip to the next scenario, to the next part of the arc. And the thing is, their arcs are getting better with actually leading into the arcs, because now they
what about Goat Dude?
Moro. A lot of people are actually now looking forward to him because he is.
I know the fight is, but he looks like a goat.
He looks
like a goat, a humanoid goat.
When you look,
no, I don't mean like the term like a beast goat. I mean like an actual.
No, but when you look back at the arc, he's actually supposed to be, and they admit this is where they drew the inspiration from. He's basically supposed to be Dragon Ball's version of the demon Baphomet, which is actually fitting. We haven't seen somebody that's actually looks like a demon since Deborah, and I think Deborah now would just get iced. But
dude, okay, I think his sister stands a better chance.
And Moro has actual hacks that are fun to watch. I mean, the motherfucker shoots energy.
I just realized something, everyone. I know who we need the next villain to be because he's fucked everything up in the game. Put Fu in there.
Fu. No, they might think about putting Fu. I think you need to do Fu as a movie first to make him stick.
Fu messes things up for the funniness. He's doing shit for the lulz. That's the thing that pissed me off about Fu. He's like, oh yeah, did I just mess with time? Oops. Oh well, let's do something more. I'm like,
I mean, he forcibly has to fix it because he's not a dick. He's bored. He does this out of fucking boredom.
I mean, I get you come from. I mean, let's not forget he just made Deborah hate his own self. Fu did for the heck of it. Remember, or was it Deborah? He made.
No, I forgot one of them. I have to go back and play the DLC.
It was the new release, the time
travel
thing, and he messed it up, and it just proved how much of a dick he was.
I've been playing these fucking games all day. Well, I got the other one in the drawer, the system, because it's empty, but I got this one over here.
The Evil Dead.
So, I don't want to hear people saying that Cell Max can kill each of them all together at once. I think that's fucking lunacy.
Well,
And
maybe if he had the abused, maybe if he had the body of Raditz like he was supposed to, because you could really see there was a scene that the leakers probably messed up because it doesn't make sense. Yeah, you're bugged by that, aren't you? That the leakers messed the movie up a little bit, aren't you?
If we lived in an alternate reality where Dragon Ball Super Hero, I wouldn't have brought Cell back in that original, like the way he looked. I wouldn't make him look familiar. I would, because like I said, we never saw what happened to Raditz's body. It would be really fucking smart, and it would haul back to Z, be like, where's his body? You could have said the Red Ribbon Army had that shit in stasis the whole time. They had a Saiyan body.
Did they kind of imply that with like you see this little bubble thing, like the Broly movie did, and it was supposed to be.
We know what Raditz's hair looks like.
Yeah, you just give it a cut.
It would have been
Don't give it a cut. Just recolor it.
Kage will back me up on this. The reason why I could tell Dragon Ball Super went more the Marvel route because it's easy.
Yeah, pretty much.
If the original story, the way it should have panned out by those leaks and that scene that's no longer there, I would have had the Red Ribbon Army take Raditz's body because they never did it. No one took the body. Have them take it, keep it in stasis. Cell died once. Yes, his perfect form. Put Cell's conscious in an actual Saiyan body, therefore he can transform. Then he would be a massive fucking threat.
Wasn't that supposed to be the original idea till a leaker leaked shit and then fucked the whole story up?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I agree with Ash, because Cell Max, in my opinion, is the most disappointing piece of shit I've ever seen.
You want to know what the problem is? Remember what happened with Wrath of the Dragon? Harudagon wasn't that popular. What made that movie?
The Dragon Fist.
Yes. What made this movie?
Literally, Gohan and Piccolo, they literally carried that whole movie.
But I'm talking about when Gohan did what he did, and he looked like basically a fucking Blanco Super Saiyan 2. Nobody's going to give a shit that Cell Max was disappointed because he kills him instantly in a way that you want to see. How is it? Because Dragon Ball only did kaijus, maybe, what was it? This is the second time they ever did a kaiju, because Harudagon was technically a kaiju.
This is the third time, John.
The third time? When was the second time, in continuity-wise?
I hate bringing this up, but Broly.
Oh, but he's not a fucking kaiju.
When you think about it, he
the ending part where he gets big. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, John purposely blocked that out of his mind.
I'm sorry.
Because that's what he wished this Cell Max was.
Because there's a way, you know what's funny?
No. It's literally just that. It's literally Cell Max is literally Harudagar and Bio Broly. That's all he is.
And I wouldn't mind if he was but they said he wasn't complete. You know what's funny? To make up for this, I think it's a big fucking if. He's defeated, yes, the giant body, but again, the Red Ribbon Army always has a fucking computer or a backup. They have the completed Cell Max.
They're not Jiro. He does not have a backup plan, a backup plan, a backup plan.
They had a.
I have to agree with you on that one.
But they had a supercomputer.
That's a computer. That's not Jiro, a person.
I know
a person is different than a computer.
It's not Jiro the person, but it could be the biggest smack in everyone's face, not in the bad way.
But what about okay? You're deviating because I know you want to say that. But what about why don't you like Black Frieza?
Uh-oh.
Kage, I screamed at you for this, didn't I?
You did. John was literally calling me. I think a few days ago we were having this talk with two of my friends, and apparently Frieza is comparable to Aizen now. Like someone said, I think John, you told me he's comparable to Sasuke Aizen from Bleach.
Seth, the programmer, said that, which I don't watch a lot.
He's not like Aizen. He wasn't strapped to a chair. Aizen was strapped to a chair for 200 chapters.
That I agree.
And then Frieza is not strapped to a chair. Like, this is my.
Dude, where the fuck? Here's the thing. I thought Earth was the only place with a hyperbolic. Okay, I know Whis and Beerus have one, but you would expect gods to have a dimension that's like that. What, a fucking planet had a hyperbolic time chamber with 1 day equaling 10 years? Frieza came in Look, this is the best one I was saying. I don't give a fuck what Frieza says anyway. I'm gonna say this in the dirty way possible. So, fucking Frieza came in BBC style and smacked them all like Kinsey Reeves.
Huh?
I hate you for that joke.
I knew what I was
just pictured Chris Rock and Will Smith smack for a second.
It's pretty much that. It's pretty much that, but only 10 times worse.
Yeah. I knew Kanye knew where I was going with that. That's why he's like, oh, he's still quiet. He's like, I'm not gonna support this.
I try to, something. I was actually trying to hold my lab because I'm actually drinking a soda right now.
Well, here's a good question. I mean, I know people aren't happy with the Cell thing apparently, but was it an enjoyable movie? Everyone at least did everyone
it
at least
was.
It was more of a story-driven movie of anything rather than just the last movie.
Just like I said on Two Black Street, wasn't this movie basically the calm before the storm? That is the calm before the storm. If you look at our structure, because the last time we had a movie, something similar to this, and ironic, I'm going to say it again, Garlic Jr. Saga. People hate on it, but people love Gohan's development in that freaking arc because Gohan just went ham with everybody.
He basically sent the immortal guy to his own immortal realm, created by the immortal.
So we had basically this is equivalent to the Garlic Jr. 2.0, except done better. You don't have a dumb Krillin. I'm sorry.
You really don't.
I'm sorry, Krillin. I don't think
you
get shafted for that shit because you had. Because even as a filler arc, that's where they introduced. Oh my god,
yeah.
That's where his girlfriend was introduced in a filler arc.
God damn!
And you named your first daughter after that. I always found that ironically bad.
I mean,
18
it's
only
just
knew
devil in reverse.
No, I mean, if 18 knew that Marin, her daughter, was named after Krillin's first girlfriend, that would be a horror film.
Yes.
You know what's
You think she's mad whenever because Hercule won't pay her? Just imagine how she's going to be against Krillin.
I mean, there was a reference in that.
Speaking of because you got 18. Speaking of 18, Kage, I got a good one for you. How about they draw inspiration from GT? Give current 17 a beef that makes him like a good Super 17. He has a super form reminiscent of that. Looks like that way to reminisce for the fans, but he's actually doing it with those powers with the right reason.
Well, I would say this: if they want to do that, just make him a good guy. Don't make him some kind of psychotic man-child, kind of like DBZ Broly.
He gets like a boost because he's still an android. He's still got robotic parts. They could also use some ideas from fucking
GT.
Wait, did you just say that the new Broly is a man-child compared to the old Broly?
No. I said if you're gonna do Super 17 right, don't make him a psychotic man-child like DBZ Broly.
Give him a fusion of ideas from Android 13 and the Super 17. Why? Instead of doing something complicated, he's still an android. You could just say he could pick off the chips of a fallen android, pop it in somewhere like to his head, or it could just look like it does absorb in, and he gets a beef, and he looks like long-haired Super 17. And as a reminiscent, when he goes into battle, have him do that thing where he went like this to let him know he's being serious.
So, but
that can work.
Question: since you just said Frieza's now the equivalent of Aizen, did Frieza grow hair and he slick it back and took off a pair of glasses?
Yes.
No.
Kage, he bodied, and I found out a detail that people keep missing out. Goku and Vegeta in that scene were fully healed and at max power when Frieza did that.
Oh yeah, he was.
And they got knocked the fuck out. And it Ultra Instinct mastered, and a fucking god of destruction basically just got iced. I think Beerus is gonna be Beerus needs to step in now. I think Beerus needs to step the fuck in.
Why didn't Frieza die after the Tournament of Power and go back to hell?
Because the deal was that he would come back. But think about it. They would think by having Whis always keeping an eye and Beerus keeping his ass in fucking line, he won't do shit. But of course, he's doing shit without being
forming my galactic empire. Still at the end of Super Broly, you see him on the thing conquering worlds. He's back to establishing his galactic empire.
If his powers now, I'm pretty sure he's prepared for a Gogeta situation. He's prepared for the Broly situation.
Because that was stupid, Goku. That was stupid.
It was.
You should have just knocked Frieza's dumbass out and then turned into Gogeta.
But the only person who I think now could do it, if you're never gonna give the win to Vegeta and you have Goku killing him too many times, let Gohan kill him. Let the Beast form take the black form.
Or better yet, Broly.
Well, they could. That's the build up. Actually, that's too innuendo. You could do it, since they just he just iced, the equivalent to two gods. Well, let's see how far the Super Saiyan forms go.
He did say though, but the thing is, Broly. Okay, Black Frieza is also now beyond Cell Max, and Cell Max was supposed to say they could defeat. The way I see it is, Cell Max could probably, if complete, could defeat them individually. But if you got 5 or 6 of them at full power, you got a fucking Super Namekian.
Wait, I just realized something thanks to Ash's comment. Another reason why I think I like the movie is it was not so over the goddamn top.
I can 100% agree with that. It wasn't all the way off the top. It was just a plain story about Gohan and Piccolo, and then you have Goku and Vegeta like embarrass his world.
That's fine. That's fine if you zip to them for a little bit, but this is not zip Super Broly where they're just like I'm getting my eyes hurt.
I think because you know what's funny? I see it as this. Frieza was like, I have to get my ass beat for an hour.
2 hours.
I'm gonna have
2 hours. John, remember it was 2 hours. I told you I did the math. It was 2 hours.
Let me just get up off my fucking chair. I'm getting tired of this shit.
I'm getting seriously beat down by monkeys, and yet I'm being tossed around like I'm some kind of fucking train doll.
He could talk all the shit he wants, Kage.
Wait a minute. Isn't that racial? Isn't it like a racial slur, basically? That would make Frieza the most racist person on Dragon Ball.
I have a power scaling here. Then could Black Frieza, even though he iced them both, that was 2 of them, and one they weren't even prepared for him to show up.
Wait, he pulled a bitch move again?
He just showed up.
He just showed up and literally just smacked both Ultra Ego, Vegeta, Ultra Instinct, Goku, and Granola in a full power Granola.
He just basically.
We don't count Granola Bar.
Hey, he's cool now. He's cool now. Give it a little break.
He talked basically Frieza talked shit and basically says he doesn't need to kill them. He said he left them to live, but he's like, the way he left signifies that he's beyond them. He doesn't need to kill them. He knows they're gonna come back. But I'm like,
motherfucker. Question. What? Wait, Frieza, you're dumbass. You need to kill them, otherwise they get the Zenkai boost. You dumb idiot.
Well, think about it.
You learned that by now.
Will has an advantage because he has the equivalent of 10 years where Goku and them are still kind of using current.
Who gives a crap? I mean, please tell me he didn't go to Whis' home turf and do that shit. I mean, Beerus' home planet.
No, he did not.
If he went to Beerus' home planet, his
Beerus
Supreme Kai world, he would have been pissed. I don't want to think of what would happen if Frieza pulled that stunt on Beerus' world.
The only person Frieza better not flex on with that power is Whis, because Whis didn't.
We have no idea how strong Whis is. Hell, he even said the Grand Priest is actually way above,
they're right next to Zeno in power, I think they said.
Do you think Frieza is trying to fucking power up to try to take out Zeno? Because I see it in Frieza's motivation. If he can move from Emperor to basically God. He's pulling a Shang Tsung.
Can we just ice him? I've said it for a while. He was a useful
Somebody's
tool.
Gotta ice him at this point. It's like, I doubt the only way I could see them sending Frieza off as a badass, like, he could die, but we won't forget him. He would have to be so strong that he would have to take on Goku, Ultra Instinct, or whatever upgrade he's going to get to it, Ego, Beast, Rage, Orange Namekian, and Beerus. He would have to take them all at the same time. And
that's pretty much what you have to go to, because you have to take out like both Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct, Ikari, Broly, and Trunks. That's the thing. I think if they send someone to the to contact Trunks and tell him, hey, we'll show you something, come over and add him onto it, or if the boys go. The only thing is I want to see, can Black Frieza
take Gogeta. That's the only thing. That will
Not
only
a chance in hell.
Please, please, Gogeta, do your little thing where you have that little
If
what
you
is it,
were
the
literally
rainbow
out for
thing,
blood.
and you throw it and it blow people up like
not
you see in
overblow him. Not overblow him, but I'm saying it's like, okay, how Broly gave him a fight, but of course he eventually
He overpowered him.
But that's what I'm saying.
Frieza only went gold because he was afraid to die.
That's what I'm saying. If Frieza does it now, it could be more of a back and forth. But Frieza's form's always got to have a problem. There's always got to be an issue with it. So the black form, we don't know
I kind of see what you're saying, John, because every single form Frieza has, it always has a downfall to it. I mean, does anyone remember his 100% full power back in Namek?
It was like when they went into the buff version of Super Saiyan where they were slow. The what the fuck?
Wait, was that the one where he got himself
Super
cut?
Saiyan.
I remember that. Yeah, he got his body cut in half.
Yeah, he was so.
And he could no longer reproduce because of that.
His power was like literally draining, and strength was like going down.
The only way, I just thought this is the only way I think you'd also introduce Cooler. Frieza's finally dead. Somebody finishes Frieza off, like whoever it is. Whoever does it, Cooler comes out of nowhere like Frieza did, knocks you the fuck out, goes black form, and says, I've been able to do this for years, and then just ices him, leaves.
That's another question I want to ask.
Well, no, actually, here's a better way. Frieza starts acting like a little bitch, whining because he's getting his ass beat. Cooler comes out there, zaps and kills him, and then we fight Cooler.
That's who should have showed up after knocking out both Vegeta and Goku. That's who should have showed up. Cooler, not Frieza, because I'm getting sick of him.
Well, they have to.
Where is Cooler?
Hashtag bring back Cooler.
If they kill Frieza and they do bring Cooler, that means we're going to get used to. I think they should expect us to have Cooler stick around for the rest of the entirety now. So that means Frieza already had his time and passed his time. Now we still have a Frieza race character, but it's the next step above Frieza.
Please have that.
There we go, everyone. There's the hashtag bring back Cooler.
If they can bring, if we can bring back Broly, if we can redo Broly, please do the same thing with Cooler.
Do you remember Cooler in the first movie even states, dude, I knew how to do that shit that Frieza did way before my brother did.
There's a way to not only keep original bring Cooler back and give him whatever power he wants, but there's also a way to give us the Cooler we know and also have the meta Coolers. Have Cooler show up, yes, but what's his army?
That's a good one.
And plus, it would...
Cooler's flesh and blood. But have him have a device that's very similar. Don't call it the Big Getty Star. Just have it something like the Big Getty Star, and all he's got to do is give his DNA, and it creates in these basically regenerative metal coolers. So that basically his whole army is meta cooler.
So you want
I always say I love meta cooler?
You want to give him? You want to give Cooler some kind of transformer jolt thing?
No, I like
it's kind of like, okay. If real cooler will get into action, the flesh.
Here's what I think. Here's Kage. I think I got. I know what you're trying to say. I got it, John. Here it is. Cooler doesn't want disloyal troops like freaking Frieza has that he can just ice anytime. He just created his own replica, own himself as an army that he can control by mind control or robotically control remotely. He doesn't have to worry about troops resupplying.
I would give Cooler the ability where he's connected to all his meta coolers, basically subconsciously or some shit. That means he could give the orders without having to fucking say a word.
They're hive mind.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I get it now.
And plus, it would be Cooler's thing. It really would. He doesn't have to worry about a freaking army. He could just have his own elite bot, like a second in command and an advisor in a second, and everything else is meta Cooler.
You would have.
He doesn't want to waste resources. Cooler was always that kind of guy. It's like, why do I waste resources like my stupid brother? I only need this much to be efficient.
Cooler would have to be I need the right.
I mean, Cooler even called it out that blowing up Planet Vegeta was stupid. That it could have been a good long-term thing to have around in the movie, if I recall right. He's like, damn it, man.
He did say that. He's
like, that was a dumb move, dude. We could have used those in case bad situations happen. Nice going, little brother.
The one thing I can see they do with Meta Cooler, though, Cooler cannot just be a planetary threat. He needs to be a fucking, what would you consider, galaxy-wide or universal threat with his army?
I would say more of a universal threat.
Because he can be spawning an army just as whatever he has. That could be his hack. Give him natural power that he's earned on his own, that he's developed over his lifetime. But let the meta cooler thing be his hack. It has a weakness. He goes down. They all go down.
That was simple.
That. I would say that, yeah.
And it can give me the excuse. I want to see if Jiren can take out a black/golden cooler.
Now that I would die to see, because I really do not
here
like
we
that
go, idea.
idiots.
That's who kills Frieza. Black Frieza is Jiren.
If that happens, I'm laughing my ass off.
This is what happens. Pycon and Jiren show up, and they go, ah, and they both beat him up.
Oh, no.
And Frieza's dead.
You can create the fight back meme with that one.
I kind of, the only reason, okay. But,
or wait, I got a better one. Who could beat Black Frieza. It's the Grand Kai. Because the Grand Kai's never shown how he was supposed to train them.
He can't do it. He's very feeble.
He's not a what's it called. He's just he can give you and teach you the techniques, but he's more of a wise. They're more like wise men, if anything.
Who gives a care? He said he was a fighter. Remember back in Z? You want to do these homages. He says, "Yes, I will train you and show you how to fight." Really, I'm lazy. I just want to hear my rock music.
Okay, the video games have the Kais get into action to teach you, especially Tenkaichi 3, where you fight Supreme and Kibito in your first lessons to get Ultimate when you're in the Buu arc of the game.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you're right.
Other than that, they in the show and not in the manga, they did basically just like if you count Supreme Kai throwing those big ass black stones as training, then yeah, he could just use telekinesis. But physical training, they were having Gohan do the physical stuff.
Dude, we already saw there was once a physical boofed up Kai that Buu absorbed.
That was different. That was when the Kais were at a time of fighting. I remember that. That's when they were in a time of fighting.
Those were awesome Kais. But
they were.
Can we have some warrior Kais? I mean, it's even said that
I want to see. I can't wait to see the what's it called. This is why I want to see the Moro arc. I do want to see the original version of who Majin Buu absorbed, because he now separates. So now you have him, Majin Buu, and not that Moro's. I swear, Moro has a fucking attack that looks like special beam cannon crawling through the ground like tremors.
Did I like the fact that Gohan could use special beam cannon and Piccolo?
Yeah, he did the typical Kamehameha. He actually did Stepdaddy's move.
Literally, special beam cannon right through Cell Max's head, which is pretty much the best highlight in the whole movie.
But he knew, because Gohan, that's where the nucleus is, the regenerative nucleus.
But that was funny. Piccolo gets mad. I was like, "When did you learn my move?"
The same time you learned it.
Yeah, he learned it before. I think he did it. He's done it in Super before. It's just this one was.
I think it was an homage. I think it was like an homage to the history of Trunks, because future Gohan used to learn
he knew the
Piccolo moves.
He could do that with one hand because it's a one-hand move. It made sense. I mean, didn't you play the little video game because that was his hacks move that you could just spam? And I was like, see, with one arm, he can beat you with special beam cannon.
The thing in Tenkaichi 3. Every beam can create a beam struggle. Like, even the smallest ones can do it. But the problem with special beam cannon, especially if you beef it up on future Gohan, you could shoot Big Bang Kamehameha times 100 that will fucking pierce through basically anything. Special beam cannon goes right through that and will not only take 2 bars, it'll stun him, knock him to the ground, break his stamina bar, and you can just go right in for a fucking beatdown.
Believe it or not, I've actually tried this and it works.
And then especially if you give, I think it's when you put the earring, because I remember it was a loadout system where you put Patara earrings as certain skill sets and abilities. And there's
kind of like buffs, right?
Yeah. There's one where it gives you a combo. You press square, I think 12 times. Then you hold triangle. And every character can get this, but the originator was Majin Vegeta in the story mode. You basically break the person's stamina by shooting a blast of fucking key fire in their face. And then throw them up into there, and then without pressing the buttons, it automatically will do your ult right at them.
Yeah, it does that.
And a future Gohan's ult is not just to hit you with a fucking super Kamehameha. He beats the shit out of you first, then throws it at you.
Throws you onto the ground, literally throws a full blast Kamehameha right to your face.
I don't know which one looks like it hurts more, that or Meteor combination. That shit looks, in that game looks like it hurts. When you get hit.
No. Meteor combination. Yeah. Meteor combination hurts like hell.
You're going to get hurt.
Because it's just a series of kicks, a punch to the gut, followed by a beam to your back.
No, in that game, it's a beam to your face.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is right.
Yeah. In one of the other games, yeah, you're taking it from the back. No, that's Turles' ability, where he knocks you to the ground, puts his foot on your head, and hits you with that dark energy wave that shoots you up.
Oh yeah, that's right. Also, there's another character I want back, Turles.
There's ways to do that, and I think there's a way to bring in the Tree of Might
Heroes,
and other.
as much as I'm gonna say this right now. As much as I hate Heroes, it did Turles some justice. It did both
the characters back, yeah.
Yeah, it did Turles and Goku Black some justice. Also, Super Saiyan Rose 3. I don't know either to be impressed or what the fuck.
But I showed you that you called me a fucking liar.
Oh wait, you have played. You did play that broken game that doesn't make sense. Like you see Fusion
I looked at
Ultimate.
that and I go like, Sean is not lying.
The power scaling makes no sense either. I'm just like, wait,
This is why I don't like Heroes. This is the reason why I hate Heroes.
Come on. It gives the fans everything they ever wanted.
Purpose. It's like you get the over the top crazy media you wanted, but it's like, what is it not okay? It's okay to have it back then when it was just drawings and the fake AF. Nah, I'd rather watch it now, even if it's 15 minutes of stupidity. It puts the fights that I want to see.
Hey, I like the fact that they give on the YouTube channel. They basically give you that stuff. It's just 15 minutes of that, which is fine.
I will say this: seeing the nostalgic old villains in Heroes was pretty good to watch. However, the villains in Heroes, they suck ass, especially Hearts.
You want to do?
You know what you need to do if you want to play Heroes? Why don't you just go play the part where they're at corporate world where Frieza is your manager, Goku and Vegeta's manager. That's hilarious, and Krillin's the vice manager. So Krillin finally gets to be above him.
But it's funny.
The only way Krillin can ever be better than Goku is in a corporate office.
That is true.
And the only way Frieza can ever win is, well, he probably loses because of hostile takeover. But
Kage, I got a way that if Dragon Ball wanted to continue their movies, and if they want to go in this superhero direction route,
okay,
they can actually do an Infinity War like storyline in Dragon Ball that could take place after the ending of Z, because we have to assume by the ending of Z now, the universes know each other, the universes are all at peace. Something must have transpired for them to be at peace. But I want to have that situation, like I said, either Frieza's alive or not, or it's Medic or Cooler in his army. Hell, if you want to go fucking far, have Cooler do the reverse, save Frieza, but basically Frieza's his bitch and has to work for him for this point.
Oh, and they put a little chip in Frieza's head so it keeps him permanently in line.
Yes.
That's two armies now. Frieza's army, Metacooler army. This could be a multi.
You got like the Namekians. And you got like here, I can see what you're saying. I can kind of see what you're saying because you want like the Universe 17, Universe 6 with them.
No, like you know how people want a Tournament of Power 2?
Yeah.
Fuck a Tournament of Power 2. Have all the universes. Have Cooler's army and Frieza so massive that it can get to the other universes. Now.
Oh yeah, he talks to his other self, Darks or whatever it was that poisons people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get his army, and then you get another army, and you have a multiverse war.
Basically, all the people you have. You can have Vegeta doing something finally like a Saiyan King, because what Saiyans still exist that probably would be willing to follow him?
Kappa.
But I'm saying their planet, their original Saiyans.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I can still see what you're saying.
You could bring that concept back. Yeah, there was the Saiyan planet that we had to go to because Earth blew up because of Black Star Dragon Ball.
Trunks, get Granola, Jiren.
There's a Granola character. And every time you say that, I want a Granola bar.
Have the equivalency of the Doctor Strange portal scene, but with all the warriors that Goku knew in the afterlife. So that means for one day, but you could either make a wish with the Dragon Balls or have the angels do something to let Baba use her ability to let the dead come back for one day. So that
something that sounds so cool, like a multiversal war between the Frieza race.
I got a good one too. And when he does that, you bring back all the Saiyans that Frieza freaking killed. That he killed on the original planet of Vegeta, who really won his head.
That could be a good note because we could finally get a Bardock and Goku team.
and defeat Frieza, and what he truly feared was to be overthrown by the Saiyan race itself. Yes,
that could be a good note because
And
I'm
it could be
surprised no one hasn't
48
thought about
hours.
this yet.
We could do the 48-hour thing with the Baba thing because we don't want
no,
all the
that's
Saiyans
24.
back.
No, she does 24 hours.
24 hours, my bad. I thought it was 48
But
hours.
for defeating Frieza, the Saiyans can move to a better afterlife because I'm pretty sure being in hell for that long, they would have learned at that point, and they could. It's whether it's unclear or not, but I'm pretty sure the dead have been able to see the events transpire on Earth. So King Vegeta would probably seen what Vegeta had become and be like, "Okay, we got to."
I'm proud of you, son.
Bardock's probably going, thank you for keep beating Frieza's
No,
ass
he
for
would
me.
be. No, he would be the one that wouldn't be coming through the undead portals. I would have him show up. I would have him actually show up.
What, is
And
old man Bardock?
Yeah, I would agree
Or
with
something like
that.
old dude now because he's really old. Actually shows that Saiyan's age because he's been
Well, but
sitting on there.
You could say that when Frieza's blast hit him, that awoken. I think the way Akira Toryama's doing it, every Super Saiyan has their own unique Super Saiyan transformation. Okay, Super Saiyan 1 is always the same, but it's like once you get past part 2, Gohan doesn't have 3. He went Ultimate, which Ultimate Ki mixed with his Saiyan Ki already, because that's what it does. It stacks and it mixes. It created his. This is basically his God. This is his God Ki form, but it makes him.
I said hybrids should have their own thing anyway. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not a pure-blooded Saiyan. Pure-blooded Saiyan should have their own thing. Since you're a hybrid, you should be able to go a completely different route because you're a freaking hybrid. It's like a cybernetics. You're not stuck fleshy human. You have robotic parts in you, so you can go further. Deus Ex Machina.
Now, this argument also works for the pure bloods. Like this, Goku and Vegeta went through the natural routes of Super Saiyans. Vegeta didn't have to go 3.
What about Kaba? Kaba basically
they get different biology.
No, I meant the other Saiyans
like
from the
biology.
thing. Vegeta had to bitch slap him.
Well, the thing about that universe,
freaking get him to transform.
Apparently, that race of Saiyans are already born prodigies.
But they're wimps.
They may be hold on, Kiyoma. They might be wimps, but they're different. But I guess what John's trying to say they're
natural born prodigies and they have better biology. But I'm sorry,
they have different biology because Kaba's Super Saiyan transformation. He had to threaten him with Vegeta had to threaten him. Literally had to threaten him to like get him to transform. And then
top down on him like a king would.
Of course.
He had to be step up to the mantle of King Vegeta for just a few minutes, even though he has no king. You know, I mean, he's no king of the planet Vegeta. He just literally backhanded him like a child, and just said, "Transform, or I'm going to just make your life a living hell." For the rest of
He's pretty much that. Literally awaken his thing with rage. Hell, in the tournament of power, he was one of his enemies threatened to kill his whole family. And
you could also call me crazy for this. I think Frieza Frieza and Cooler, you know what they also do? You could also bring back. This is how I'm saying. If you do all this right, this could be the best parts of all the Dragon Ball things, whether they came from a bad part of the series or not. It would all come full circle. You could have a new variation of the Shadow Dragons because the Dragon Balls recently have been getting fucking abused. There needs to be something put in to counterject that.
So you're saying if we get enough time with the Dragon Balls and the Super Dragon Balls, we can bring back Omega Shenron.
But I'm saying have Frieza and Cooler. Let's say if we go with the storyline where Frieza and Cooler are finally going to do something that could either take out.
Oh wait, that's the storyline they did in Xenoverse. The Dragon Balls were getting tired of being abused.
Yeah, but with these Dragon Balls, they don't have the universe or planet destroying capabilities. This is solely based. The Shadow Dragons are created, but the last person who used the Dragon Balls, let's say Frieza uses them again, and this is the last time that they were supposed to be abused in such a manner, the Shadow Dragons are summoned, but the Shadow Dragons are bent to the will of the person who just released them by trying to use the Dragon Balls. And it's Frieza and Cooler of all people. So that means these could be like basically the horsemen lieutenants of their fucking army.
Oh, like the Nebula and all of them, right?
They get like the Black Order with Thanos.
Please do not give them a Thanos thing. We do not want to go full Marvel.
No, but
no. We're not trying to make them like Thanos. We're trying to say like the Shadow Dragons
or Apocalypse. I don't care.
Working under Frieza and Cooler. Like,
yeah, but everybody's gonna need a character to fight, Kyo. So
it can't be just a whole bunch of minions against Kale Kaba and Caulifla.
Well, no, I'm talking about. This is how. No, these are the matchups under. Let's put the Shadow Dragons. Take Goku and Vegeta out the equation while they're dealing with Cooler and Frieza.
No, wait. They have to deal with Frieza. Gohan deals with Cooler. That's only fair.
Gohan.
I would say Gohan deal with the Shadow Dragons, or
no. If you want the brother thing,
let him deal with a variation of Omega Shenron. Have all
I can say
Omega Shenron, or he gets Cooler's head. That's the only way I'll be pleased with it.
Like, let's say there's a way this can work. I'm gonna let Vegeta in Ultra Ego go toe to toe with Cooler, but the reason for it is have Cooler and Frieza say Frieza was like, remember when Gogeta was like, we use fusion. He's like, you what? And have him and Cooler do fusion. Therefore, it's Gogeta versus whoever the fuck this abomination is gonna be.
But they use the Pentara earrings. Have them take the rings from the Kais. There you go. I don't want to see no Cooler dance.
I really do. I honestly want to see that.
That would be creepy.
Honestly,
or they can have
the fusion dance is pretty weird.
They can have a version of the fusion. I don't know.
I guess some kind of unification technique. The Frieza race only know.
It'll turn them into one mind being. They're not a separate individual. Like the two, like you know how the amalgamation is still unstable because of Goku.
I just remembered something from the Tournament of Power. Master Roshi was right. There is one thing Saiyans fear: their wives. Because Vegeta almost blew himself up with the big self-destruction technique, and was like, "No, you don't."
He can handle it.
But you know what I mean. He basically kind of got like the like, you better not do that treatment. And we all know Goku basically stayed away for a year because he didn't want to deal with Chi-Chi. You remember what he did to her when he got back to Earth? He actually stacked her on the back and threw his house into a tree.
My God, that's still
funny
to me.
If you want to do a sequel, if you want to do a sequel to Superhero, I got a villain for you.
Who's that?
It's out of these two. Have Gohan again take on another villain, while Goku and Vegeta have one of the arcs again, have them off-world, or this could take place somewhere else where Gohan needs to travel. Either a variation of Janemba or Bojack.
I can't say Bojack anymore because a certain other YouTuber ruined him for me.
All right, so what about not a demon-created version of Janemba, but just another... If we're going to go to this theme of Gohan fighting monsters...
John, I got one. What about Demigra?
He seems to, but he's multiversal.
What about Garlic Jr.? And Gohan has to figure out how do you kill immortality.
This would have to be a seriously retardedly beefed up Garlic Jr.
Well, you know what I mean. He's immortal.
Deborah?
No, Garlic Jr.
Well, Deborah was good now. Remember, Deborah was redeemed in the action.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was a good guy.
Here's what you should do. You really should just bring... It would be funny if you bring back Garlic Jr. He constantly regenerates, so it pisses off Gohan more, and that causes him to treat...
Okay, you know what? Then have Turles do it. This be Turles.
You know, I can see that because he's the original evil Saiyan.
It would again conflict Gohan because he saw somebody that looked like his dad before. He did see Black once. He didn't fight him, but he was there present to see... the one when he first came back to the past, when Black came in.
Yeah.
He was there seeing it. He saw Goku do that test fight with Black. But have Gohan take on Turles, and it makes it, he's like, what the fuck, another person looks like my dad?
Another imposter? Yeah.
But I wonder what this Tree of Might thing could do. I want to see it in a way used that not only would Turles use it,
Make it like the demon fruit that Mira tried to give him.
But it gives you a power up that could keep him on par with Gohan, and Gohan is losing. I wonder if he would be the one that would eat one while he's in the beast form, kind of like a Zensu. And what would that do to they basically get into it. And you could have him turn into a grade 8 because Turles could still do that, but have him turn into like a colored, like Broly was in that green, like you couldn't tell was he in a Super Saiyan 8 form or not. He was just fucking big.
I see what you're saying because Heroes did this. Heroes kind of did this, kind of make this. I think it was called evil Saiyan energy or something like that. I don't know what it was called.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he had his hair grew. He had different eyeshadow and all that shit. And he had like dark energy around him, kind of like Black. So yeah, kind of make him kind of like that, but only don't make you less retarded.
Yeah. See, there's a multitude of shit they could do, but Kage, a lot of people would be like, if they do Gohan villains, like say if Goku and Vegeta have their own villains, but now Gohan in movies gets his own line of villains, BoJack is gonna probably be one of them because
God damn it.
Hey, it has to happen but I want to see. I still like the BoJack Unbound movie because the simple fact. Why? Okay, how does Goku break death? And King Kai even says, "You just defied death or whatever to go see your son."
Yeah, you just defied the meaning of life and death. I will say this: if you're gonna bring BoJack back, please do him right because it's already enough.
I just got an idea. The Supreme Kai's planet's what blows up.
Well, no, just
that's how he gets out. Not King Kai's, the Supreme Kai's.
But the Supreme Kai's can't be destroyed, so that would be a big ass like that would piss people off. I would say
no. It blows up for 10 seconds and reforms.
So you're saying if BoJack is defeated, the planet is restored.
No, I mean, like let's just say Goku and freaking Vegeta are just jacking around training on the Supreme Kai's planet. They actually blow it up, and then it's like which is like, oh, I'll fix that. Don't worry. And because of that, BoJack's free.
Nah, that would be a little too. The only thing I could think it would make it work because a lot of people would say that that's too close to home. Is I would have him be the Renegade gay back. Renegade.
Are you still high now?
Renegade Kai. Let him be from another universe, from one of the other universes. That could work. He didn't look like any Kai we recognized when we actually saw him in the movie. He looked like where the fuck are you from?
Yeah, and besides, he was called a space pirate, so yeah, I guess he can work that way.
I don't know if he was an elder Kai or was he a grand Kai. Like I don't know what they never stated what kind of Kai he was.
Maybe it was. Yeah, I think he was probably an elder Kai or something like that.
Yeah, but he looked young still in that big state. So I'm wondering if
and here's another thing. What kind of race is he? What race is BoJack?
Well, the thing is, when you look at the Tournament of Power and you saw the Kais from the other universes, they had similar colors to the BoJack gang too. All these other Kais were colored, and you could see that they had that same skin tone for some of them.
Yeah, if we can bring BoJack back, we need an origin. Like, what the hell is he from? Where is he from? Mm-hmm. Who is he? What made him evil? All that shit.
Why don't you just make him an ex-Great Kai?
Kind of like Zamasu?
Yeah, well, no, like a Great Kai. You know what I mean? Like, the old, that doesn't want to train them. Like, he's an ex-Great Kai.
Okay.
Like I just said. And
I think
the old, the current Great Kai kicked him out of office because he didn't do his job properly. There you go.
Kyo, I think the only way you're going to get your Demigod, he has to take place. He would have to be the start of something that's way after Super and the Z ending.
Besides the way, we already have the MCU, another MCU forming in the works right now. It's already in its 10th or 12th movie by now.
Do not say MCU because it's not doing so hot right now.
It's called The Fast and the Furious. I got an idea, everyone. Hold on a second. What we need, the next Fast and Furious, the next Fast and Furious movie needs to take place in space. And then they run across a radiation type satellite there, and they all get superpowers.
I am going to murder him.
I don't encourage this behavior.
Never if your Kiyoma dies today.
His opinions. I don't speak for his opinions. Everyone here has their opinions. Like Stefan said,
come on. They already at one point had it so there was a submarine. They raced a submarine.
No more. No, Kyo. No more because I've already seen Cardi B in fucking Fast and Furious, and I don't need to see any more.
Well, they already created a second.
To ruin your day even more, Nicki Minaj is gonna be in the next one.
I honestly don't care about that because as long as she gets her ass kicked in that movie, I'm happy.
No, she's gonna be one of the characters that goes along with the group. At this point, why didn't they ever do Fast and the Furious Transformers? I would have bought it.
Hey, like I said, it's the better version of the MCU because they're movies that we don't have to take seriously anymore. Hey, we were talking about Dragon Ball. We just need to deviate a little bit because our brains were frying.
You're gonna get smacked in the fucking head with this, Kyo.
Please do it. Please do it.
Hold on. No. You want to smack me in the head? I gotta get the game. Which you left your copy behind. Shame on you.
What did you leave behind?
You need to smack me with Soul Calibur. That's what you gotta smack me with. Come on.
God,
the third one you would get iced.
Hey, I have the third one.
The third one was awesome because no, John Garrett. What we're talking about is the Fast and Furious is basically the next version of MCU because there's so many movies of it. It might as well be an MCU universe.
They already ruined John Cena.
They're in development of Xenoverse 3.
Wait,
about
really?
damn time.
It won't be coming out until 2025.
I can wait that long.
I can wait that long. I mean, you've got years of content you keep cranking out.
Time to put all like the next game and also the next Kakarot game has to be strictly super now.
Please, I really want to see super arcs.
I want to fight Moro. I want to fight Moro with my created character. I want to beat that ram head motherfucker with my hands. Fuck it. I want my level 99 to whoop his ass. And if Xenoverse 3 says it lets me carry my data over like they said.
I just realized something. I know who could be the grand conspirator who figured out how to make a hyperbolic time chamber that lasted 10 years. I know who built it. I know who built the hyperbolic time chamber that you spent a day in there, you're here 10 years.
What are you saying, Kyo?
Nomura helped make the manga, so he put Xehanort in there. And notice Xehanort's plan.
I'm dead. Goodbye.
Kage, get your ass back here. Over here.
Come on. You can't tell me that wouldn't be funny.
He's probably stabbing himself because of you. Why are you making him commit senpako? Do you feel good about your sins?
I have too many sins to count.
You've committed senpako.
The fact that they have had to make a hyperbolic time chamber that lasts 10 years in a day, can't it be 10 days, 10 years? I mean, every day is like a year. It makes sense.
Yeah, but you have to let it has a recharge rate. It's weird.
But you know what I mean? It's 10 every day is a year, so it has to be 10 days.
Okay.
I mean, 10 days in one day is stupid. For time compression, it's stupid.
Yeah. Because it just like Frieza iced everybody.
That's too much time. That's too much time.
I'm going to give you 5 damn seconds to take that damn shit back right fucking now.
Okay. It wasn't Xehanort. It was Sora.
Here, take this modded memory card, 64 MB. with
hey, with modded memory cards, if you put Free McBoot on there, John, you could play your Tenkaichi 3.
With PlayStation. I gotta take it to my cousin to do that.
What is it old?
I want the shit myself. I want it.
You can play it. You can play Free McBoot. Go get Free McBoot. Put your Free McBoot on it. Then you can get your Tenkaichi. And all of them. We will not say what happened to that Holy Grail because honestly, if someone did that to my Final Fantasy IX, it would be worse.
I'm gonna hit you with this mystery box if there's shrooms in it. And then after that, this is gonna burn Kage, but I have to do it. Then you must.
I'm too seeing cats.
You must smack the Korean with the scriptures.
Dude, you need to get what you need to smack me with is Lost Acolyte books in the Book of Judas, and then you can do it. Judas Iscariot Judas Iscariot actually has his own book.
What is going on here?
Why has he
got too much? I got too much Christian right here now.
I'm not thinking straight. There's a cat on my wall.
Oh god damn it! My dinner is ready. Do you got closing statements? Way to end it with religion, Kyo. You fucking asshole.
You're the one that brought the Bible in here. Okay, everyone. Okay, I know how to close it. What created the the stupid time chamber was there really is a god in that universe, and that's what created that stupid time chamber because he died, and that's where the resting place of God is in that 10, 12 years time chamber.
God
Using Dragon Ball for Kage, you're fusing it with religion.
Oh my God! Why?
That's blasphemy because that's saying God's dead. So God's resting place is that 10-year time chamber.
Wow. Well, it's official. This sucked.
I think I'm getting canceled by Susan Wojcicki or Wojcicki or whatever.